Welcome all. Today in this session, we are going to discuss about the accessibility testing. So now, first of all, we have to understand what is accessibility testing. Accessibility testing is the practice of making our web and mobile apps usable to as many people as possible. It makes apps accessible to those with disabilities such as vision impairment, hearing disabilities, and other physical or cognitive conditions. So in simple, what you can say there, accessibility testing, the purpose of accessibility testing is so that you can assure that your software can be used. Your software, it can be web software or it can be mobile apps. It can be used by most of the peoples, irrespective of that whether they have some type of disabilities, like you can say vision related or hearing related or some other physical or some cognitive conditions related. So this is called your accessibility testing. Now the second is that what is the principle of accessibility testing. So now you can say that in simple, there are four principles which are known as the acronym POUR, like perceivable, operable, understandable, and robust. So these are the four pillars, or you can say four principles of accessibility testing. Now we are going to discuss about those. So the first, you can say that the first pillar is perceivable, means whatever you can say information is, you can say information and the user interface components which are present in the UI or in the software. Okay, every user should able to perceive it easily. Means you can say whatever components and whatever user interface is available in your software or your mobile app, it should be visible. It should be visible easily to every type of user. Again, I told you that accessibility testing is, you can say, it says that it should be applicable for every type of user, whether it has some type of disabilities also. So that's why you can say perceivable says that, principle says that your interface, your information which is available on your you can say software, that should be visible clearly, it every type of senses, right? Now, second, you can say second type of principle is operable, means user can successfully use every type of controls, or you can say user can use every type of controls. It can be button, it can be navigation or other interactive element. So user should be comfortable in using every type of controls. Okay, and again I'm saying that every time I'm saying that this, while considering this principle, you have to make sure the things in your mind that it is also applicable for disability related persons, right? So this is second. Now the third principle is understandable means whatever you can say information or whatever operations are available on the user interface, that should be easily understandable by every type of user. Like every user should understand that what is this information and what type of operation user can perform on the software. Now the fourth principle is that robust means says that whatever content is available, okay, on your website, whatever content, it can be every type of content, UI, your content, your components, that should be, you can say, robust. Okay, robust means it can be interpreted reliably by a variety of user agents, and it includes the assistive technologies also. So that is called robust. Okay, so now we will talk about that what type of testing or what test cases comes under the picture or under the umbrella of accessibility testing. Okay, so now you can say the test cases are, for example, whether the labels are correctly positioned and written. Okay, means in your software, you know that we use different type of labels, okay, and different type of fields are there. So your labels, whatever labels you are using, that should be correctly positioned, their position should be correct and they should written properly. Okay, if your second is whether if you are using any type of audio or video content in your software, that should be audible and viewable according to the whether it is audio or video. Third thing is that your the color contrast, whatever UI you are using, whatever UI is there, the UI should use the color contrast things, color contrast ratio, that should be maintained so that everybody can understand it, everybody can easily operate it. Okay, again same thing is applicable. I know that you can say that I'm repeating same thing again, but all the points which are I'm mentioning here, i- that points are applicable for every person, whether it is a disabled person or not. Okay, so now fourth point is that if the menu has shortcut keys, you know that many softwares and most of the software use the shortcut keys, you can so that you can perform most of the functions using your shortcut keys. So all the functional keys should be, you can say, functional, they should perform without any issues. Now you can say one of the main aspect of the software is that you can move from one component or from one element or from one option to another options, or from one you can say from one option to another option on your UI by switching with the help of tabs. So your tab switching should work properly. So these are the all points, these are the mainly points, you can say we have some other points also, but these are the mainly points which should be considered while testing the accessibility aspect of the software. Okay, now we can, now I'm going to give you few examples of few testing tools which are available in the market, like Test Sigma, accessible by accessible by and Site Improve, Google Lighthouse, Usable Net, and we have so many, you can say, software available on the, you can say, internet for the accessible testing. Okay, now I'm going to give the practical example, like a few things like what should be considered while or how you just make the manual testing of the accessibility. Okay, but usually we need a proper software for that. For example, you can say that in the software, you can say we have this one, this component, like you can say deliver this option. So now you can say that we should able to perform some operations using the tab, like I'm just using the tab here, you can say. So let me use the tab, you can say that this is the tab. So you can say that if I'm using the tab, okay, now my tab is working or not, so this thing. Okay, let me click on gift cards. Okay, and now you can see your tab is working. Now you can say skip the main content, Amazon. So you can say the tabs is working. So there should be a proper sequence, your tabbing should work. And this is one aspect. Whatever colors you are using, like you can say that, because I told you this software can be used by a person who has a some partial vision problem. Okay, so now if you're using the proper color contrast, okay, a color contrast combination on your UI, so it can be helpful for that type of disability, right? If you are, whenever you are using any element, like you can say whenever I'm moving my tab or my you can say my mouse on a particular element, it should show me some tooltip also, and at the same time it should produce a title sound thing on the, you can say, it should produce it. That is the aspect of the, you can say, accessibility testing. So many things are there, but I've given you some idea, roughly idea about that what is actually the accessibility testing, and what are the main test cases are there, what are the principles of there. And now we have so many tools, you can use any tools to explore more. Okay, so now I hope you understand the accessibility testing. If you have any type of questions, you can put me in the comment of this video. If you have not subscribed my channel till now, you can subscribe it. Thank you.